welcome back to the Golf Bay podcast. I'm Rhiannon.
And I'm Andrea.
And we have multiple little wines behind us today. And we want to shout out Marca for giving us these super cute buckets.
Look how cute.
We knew when we saw these that we had to do something with them. And what better thing for the girls than instead of a beer bucket, a bubbles bucket.
Right? Isn't that so good?
Yeah.
It's for the girls, right?
It is. We call it Secco by the Sea. And so it comes with 4 little mini La Marca bottles and then obviously the adorable little bucket. I know that we've talked about La Marca before, but I just can't shut up about it because I feel like people have totally mainstreamed this product, but it's such a good product.
I think it's the #1 selling Prosecco in the United States. So it is mainstream, but it still carries the DOC label.
Yeah.
So you know you're getting a quality Prosecco.
It takes a lot to be DOC. Like, I feel like people totally look past that on a wine label, but...
Well, I feel like most people don't even know. Like, if you're, like, the average 23-year-old to 28-year-old...
Yeah, you're not
like,
looking for that little label on the back.
So, you can know that La Marca is a quality Prosecco.
Yes. And it's made just as Prosecco should be made, which is, hence the name, Prosecco. It's not a sparkling wine. It is truly a Prosecco out of Italy.
Yeah, and I think that this bucket of bubbles would be perfect for... bachelorette parties, girls' nights, birthday celebrations, literally any big celebration. Like, this is the experience. Like, you're ordering a bucket of little mini La Marcas to your table. Like, I think it's so cute.
Men, if you want to, like, show your girls a good time, you come in and you get them a Secco by the Sea bucket. They will love you for it.
And we're just doing it for the summer, so come and get it before the summer's over.
So shout out La Marca one more time. We absolutely love you at Golf Babe. Okay.
I just whispered, I meant for it to come out, and I was like,
ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shout out, Andrea had a fantastic idea recently, and it was to give all of our businesses little promo cards to put in, like, everything that they sell.
Yeah. So we only give them out to, like, a few businesses that we love and we support, and we're just trying it out, seeing how it works.
Golf Babe approved businesses and vice versa. Like, they scratch our back and we scratch theirs, and it's a good relationship. So Andrea designed and made these cute little, like, 5x7s?
Yeah, they're little 5x7 cards.
And they have, like, we hand wrote all of their codes on it to add a little personal touch to it. And every time they make a sale or they see people, they give them these little papers. And then they come in and they can use that business's code.
Yeah.
And so we have a few right around us, and we wanted to shout out one in specific, Lavish.
Lavish is one of our boutiques right around the corner from Golf Babe, and I wanted to give them their own code, and I don't know why she got us a happy, but she said she was in Atlanta at Market and saw something that reminded her of us.
We haven't opened this yet. This is live.
True live. We have no idea what's in here. So shout out to Crystal for...
you are so sweet.
What does that say?
Visibility restricted.
Oh. Okay. Oh, because we talked about...
Whatever.
Great.
It's still going.
Okay.
So thank you, Crystal, so much. We're going to open these right now.
Yeehaw.
You are so kind. We love our local boutiques. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Crystal.
Okay. This is an espresso martini with the bean as like the little stud.
Oh my god.
And these are little champagne with bubbles as the stud. That is adorable.
That is so kind. Thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you so much.
And shout out Lavish. Make sure you go see them, and you'll get a little promo code to come use it Golf Babe.
Yeah.
Get a little discount. Sorry, that was probably really loud in the mic.
Oh, the paper?
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry.
We also passed them out. I'll shout out some other businesses like Pura Vida.
Pura Vida Pilates.
So if you are doing Pilates or like a private event, they're going to give you these little promo codes, especially our bachelorette trips. And then Zavros.
Yes, our girls at Zavros, they are the bomb.com. She actually pulled up yesterday when I was leaving.
Yeah.
And she rolled down her window. She's like, I need more cards. I was like, I gave you 150. She said, I know.
Those girls kill it.
Yeah.
Zavros kills it.
They've done really
fantastic.
Good. Like, this is the year that they've, like, skyrocketed. I'm really excited for them.
They work hard. And the last one that we did is, well, like, locally, is Party House, which is at the Wharf. They sell all kinds of stuff at their, like, flagship store. So they have, like, little party gifts. And they also help with bachelorette parties. So definitely check them out. And if you're over there and buy anything, they'll put a little promo code in your bag.
Yeah, and I think she also puts them in, like, when she goes and decorates houses for bachelorette parties, she, like, gives them a little goodie bag with our promo code in it.
Sweet.
So, yeah, go check out our local businesses.
Yes, please. We love them. Okay,
Now for the good stuff.
Yes, we're ready.
The meat and potatoes.
I feel like this is like a really taboo topic. Like, you just don't hear about it often.
No, I don't feel like people... I feel like people in the industry know that it's a problem.
But it's never really communicated.
We don't like to talk about it.
No, I think it's hard for everybody, so it's fun to kind of just put it out there. You know how we are. We're very
transparent.
So it's all about staffing.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes staffing is the hardest part of my job. It's emotionally draining. It's physically draining. It's financially draining. It's just draining.
Period. Yeah, so I think recently we had just, again, this is service industry staffing. Like, do I expect to keep people 30 years? No, I do not. I totally understand that a lot of people use the service industry as a stepping stone to grow.
Or get them through college, or get them, in between jobs, like, in their career. Like, I totally get that. But at the same time,
it's the way that you present yourself in the service industry matters. And I think this is like if you are a service industry employee, please take this piece of advice and like run with it, because you will be recognized for this. Do not quit day of on any employer, not even a big corporate.
Because at the end of the day, it's still a person who has to fix those problems. Like, whether you're at a big corporation, a giant restaurant chain, or a smaller shop like us, it's like, I would call us mom and pop. Like, I'm locally owned. There's no corporation behind me. And no matter what, when you quit day of or morning of, like, that's a real person who has to, like,
that's
stress.
So glad you said real person. There is a term, like a Japanese term, that everybody has such an intricate life just like you, and nobody really realizes that when you're passing through day to day. And I think a lot of people lose that sense, and they're just like, I'm going to do what benefits me.
Which I feel like our culture, as of late, has, like, gotten this huge thing around, like, me. I have to set my own boundaries, and I have to respect myself, and I totally get that. But at the same time, I think the decorum of, like, taking other people's feelings into consideration has kind of been lost.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's been happening as of late, where things happen morning of, and then we and our manager are left to, like, pick up the pieces and figure it out, and, like, other staff members have to pick up the pieces. I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard.
Yeah. I think I see it as, like, there's a bunch of supports on a table. Like, there's a bunch of stuff on top of that table, and you remove a support, and then everybody else has to pick up that slack. And at some point, it gets really heavy, and it gets really hard to balance everything on top. So when, as an employee, you look at your employer and you're like, yeah, hey, today's my last day, and you had no other inkling, like, we can't fix that day of.
Yeah.
We can't throw someone in day of. Even if I could find someone and hire them, they cannot work the same day, even if they want to. Like, you just can't.
We require 3 training shifts so our staff can be familiar with our drinks, with our menu, with our operating practices, so they know how to open the bar, close the bar, clean the bar.
Yeah, like, there's so much behind the scenes.
And I think the other piece to it that we have kind of left out is that we're a small bar. We don't have a ton of staff members. We don't have a ton of back staff. Like, you're not just a number at Gulf Babe.
Yeah.
And a lot of our staff has communicated that they want to keep it that way so they can have hours and make money.
Yeah.
And so when that same staff member or multiple staff members then leave morning of, I'm like, I did you a favor.
Yeah, and you did us none.
And you did me a little dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't hire anyone else because you wanted the hours, and then you left me morning of, and I'm like, yo.
That's where our balance comes in. It's like, at what point for us do we cushion ourselves, but we don't want to take away from our, like, core staff? Because it's, we're in the service industry. The more you work, the more tips you make. That's just how it correlates. And so when they want the hours and they want the tips, and we hire somebody else, that's just taking away from them.
It takes away from their hours and their tips, because, Yeah, like, just in general.
Yes.
And I think one of the things that's been expressed to us is, like, people love the atmosphere at Gulf Babe. They love how, like, considerate we are. Like, I don't feel like we operate like a normal service industry, like a restaurant or bar, because I didn't come from that industry. And so I try not to run it that way. I really try to think of it as a corporate business, even though we're not. And so people love how we operate differently. But at the same time,
they don't give you, like, the grace is just lost. I know a lot of service, like, when they're like, hey, I'm not going to work then their employer's like, okay, well, you can just go.
Yeah.
But here it's really not like that. Like, we really do need you.
Yeah. So I think it's been like a really big learning experience. Last week has really kind of rocked my world. I may or may not have had a crash out yesterday. There was no tears. There was just a lot of venting.
We love crash outs. We've had tears. We've had it all.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think people, I don't know how to say this, but a lot of people don't see what happens behind the scenes, and both of us have a lot going on top of Golf Babe, and there is a lot of business to be done in this office, let alone inside the bar. So when somebody does leave, like, a lot of things get pushed to the wayside when we have to go fill in. So everything we were supposed to be doing, now we can't do that, and it gets pushed back.
Well, like this morning I knew we had to go get coffee because we need more coffee for our espresso martini. And then I was like, oh, we also need printer paper so I can get bingo cards printed for tonight. And so I'm like, okay, I forgot that our kitchen staff was doubling today because usually we were going to have morning shift. I was like, well, I can't cook in the kitchen and run errands and get the store stocked. And I was like,
what am I going to do?
How am I going to do it all? And so, like, when you leave short notice and I have to cook, but I also have to get the things that we need to run.
Yeah.
I'm only one person.
Yeah, it is not easy. Like, we have, believe it or not, we've got a full calendar outside of, like, being in the bar. So when things like that happen, it is hard to drop everything that you've already scheduled and then just go, like, pick up the pieces that somebody left for you. But on top of that comes growth. Like, we don't want to beg anyone to be at Golf Babe that doesn't want to be there. And I think that's a huge part of the environment that we've built too. Like, I'm not going to beg anyone to stay if they're not enjoying it.
I said that last year. We had a walkout, and she almost, like, phrased her walkout to me, like, stop me. And I was like, okay, bye. Like, I'm not going to beg you to stay. And she was like, and I was like, don't threaten me with a good time. Leave. See ya. Yeah. Bye. But then as soon as she left, I was like, shit. Now I have to stay.
That's the benefit of knowing how to do everything.
Yes. And I think that advice was given to us almost like day one from a very seasoned restaurant owner. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, that kind of scares me, but you're right. I need to figure this out because I'm not going to be held hostage by people who think that I can't do it, because I can. It's not rocket scientist. It's not rocket science. Wow.
Doesn't take a rocket scientist.
There you go.
But again, I mean, it's just, you're just delegating time, and I feel like that's the hardest part in this industry, is because if you wanted to work from sun up to sundown, you absolutely could 7 days a week. Like, there is always something to be done, but at the same time, we are also humans. We also have families, and we also need a little bit of a social life. Like, a little bit of happiness.
Yeah, and I have young kids, and I think what's been compounding this past week being so hard is that it was my kid's birthday coming up. I had my kid's birthday party. I also had my birthday. And so, like, I was trying very hard to be present for my child's birthday weekend. And then, like, all of this other stuff was happening in the background, and I was like, it'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be so fine.
It is hard. As in any entrepreneur, like, you do have to separate life and work, although they are very much the same. Like, your life is still much more important than your work. But unfortunately, sometimes your life is the reason your work exists. Because you're the one doing it. So it is really hard to separate it sometimes.
I think the last piece of advice I would give would to be find, like, a mentor or someone you can rely on. I have been wanting to talk to our good friend who runs a local restaurant in town, and he was at dinner last night, and I didn't want to talk to him about it at dinner, but he happened to be outside taking a phone call whenever we went to leave. I was like, hey, man, can I just, like, get, like, an ounce of your time to, like, pick your brain? And he had some really good, like, one, he could vent, he could relate to everything that we're going through, and he gave me some good advice. So I would say, like, find someone. He was like, why haven't you asked sooner? I was like, didn't want to bother you.
Yeah.
He was like, I can guarantee you I've been through anything that you've, like, ran into, so, like, just call me, reach out. And I was like,
there's a lot of comfort in knowing that we're not alone.
Yeah, because a lot of times I take it personally. I always, like, stress extreme accountability. So if something goes wrong, I look inward. I'm like, well, what did I do to not set up the girls for success? What did I do to put myself in this situation? And a lot of times I just blame myself, and hearing from someone else that, like...
Like, it happens.
It happens. I'm like, okay, so I'm not a failure. Thanks.
Seriously, there is so much comfort in talking to other entrepreneurs and being like, yeah, I have that same problem, because it is isolating sometimes, because you don't always want to talk about your failures. I feel like a lot of business owners want to paint the picture that, like, you're good, you're successful, like, you're having fun, and this is what you wanted, and at the end of the day...
And while it is, yeah.
But it's hard. It is hard, and a lot of times, especially with social media...
You just get the highlight reel.
Yeah, you don't get the hard parts. You just see, like, the funny stuff that we record.
Yeah. Someone one day actually mentioned that. They're like, you have so much fun. Like, every time I watch your social media, you're having so much fun. I was like...
I'm, like, literally mid-crash out in that video. But, yeah, I had a really good...
I literally had... The last time we did social media, I was outside crashing out. And then I got together and I was like, that's showbiz, baby. Let's go.
Literally. There is value in being able to change your face and walk in, and that is service industry, baby. That is sales.
I almost feel like that, like cheerleading taught me that skill.
Gymnastics, for sure. Full crash out off the mat. You step on, you salute your judges, and you do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
Same with cheerleading.
That kind of gave me goosebumps.
Same.
Yeah. Ooh. My coach would be like, I don't care what you what you have going on. I don't care if you broke up with someone. I don't care if you got broken up with. I don't care if you, like, I don't care what you have going on.
So real.
It's so real. Why? That causes a lot of women stress in, like, their lives. But he's like, when you step into this gym,
oh my God,
it's go time.
I can hear that right now in my coach's voice.
You're like,
okay,
yes, sir.
Yep, you got it. On it. There's some value in being able to do that, and I think a lot of people don't. Not that they don't have the skill, but they don't practice it.
Yeah, it's a muscle.
Even going to work, like, outside of the service industry, this is very personal. Like, we know you guys. We work with you on a very different level than a corporate job.
Yeah, you're not just, like, a face behind a computer. Like,
yeah.
I'm here looking at you every day, and I know, like, the ins and outs of your life.
Yeah, like, I know.
Sometimes I don't want to.
Yeah. But I do. And I know when you come in upset. So it is, we see that a lot. It's, like, not being able to control what's going on with your life, and it kind of bleeds into your work life. And then, you know, they'll be like, oh, my tips were low. I'm like, oh,
well, look at your energy.
Yeah.
We've been watching The Apprentice, me and Cody, and I've been, like, to the point where I love it so much, and I learn a lesson with every episode. The other day when I was super stressed about work, I was like, watching The Apprentice feels like a job, because I'm, like, trying to learn from it, and I'm like, what do I need to learn? And I was like, we can't watch that tonight. I was like, I need a no-thinking show.
I think that's also important, like, being able to, like, turn the work off at some point. I just had this conversation with someone. I'm like, I can't even come home. Like, there's nowhere to turn it off. Like, I have to literally take a nap to be like, I can't. Like, I'm done.
And even then, it's, like, hard to...
I'm dreaming about it. And then
it's hard to relax enough to even, like, lay down to go to sleep. Like, I've been really... I think Taylor asked me at my birthday, what's my, like, word for the year, like, my intention. I'm like, to be more intentional, because I don't want to neglect my family, because my babies are small. But, like, I've got to turn it off, and I've got to just chill.
I could do that. I need that. I need a dose of that.
We'll hold each other accountable.
Okay. I like it. But anyway, I hope this helps someone out there, employer, employee, manager, anything.
Just make you feel better.
Or just be able to relate to it and know that you are not alone.
And if you need that mentor, just like we talked about needing a mentor, reach out, feel free. Let us know what you got going on. It'll either make us feel better, or we can make you feel better.
Yeah, one of the two. As long as one happens, it was successful.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming along. Come get a Secco by the Sea, and we will see you babes next week.
Cheers.
Bye.